conducive to somebody's interest, and that's really the question. And that's why I have been preoccupied for the past couple of years with the who and the whom when you look at J.D. Vance, because you can't have it all ways. I mean, you can say, well, you follow Curtis Yarvin. Well, Curtis Yarvin says that the real seat of power is the cathedral. He says the real seat of power is a priestly class of intellectuals, which certainly Yarvin and his acolytes, these so-called dark intellectuals, like you just said, they are marching through the institutions like the radicals from the 70s and trying to take over the seat of power. And that is embodied by somebody like Vance, who obviously comes from this scene because he was mentored and received money from Thiel, and he's mutuals with all these people and so on. So contrary to what you say about, well, we just need to focus on the ideas and like when we got to not talk about who these people really are, I think that's all we have to talk about is who they really are. And as to when I want to get into something else.
Vance is on your side, Nick. I mean, he might
so
not be 100%. Come on,
No.
He's at Tim Walz versus Vance. Vance is 80%.
He's married to an Indian. He's on my side.
Yeah, well, come on, you're an Italian Mexican, so I mean, it evens out.
He doesn't value his race, is the point. He married somebody who's a first-generation immigrant. And, I said that during the election. Everybody said it was an ignorant, racist statement. I think it's pretty straightforward. If somebody marries outside their race, it means that, they probably don't value their race. And he says as much in his book. He says that his culture is so backwards and he was so disgusted by it that he married somebody that far outside of his culture and race. It's in his book. And point is, someone like
this guy doesn't know what a beautiful woman is.
My values.
You're purity spiraling. Why does he have to be 100%?
How is that a purity spiral?
You need him to be 100%. Why?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not a question of purity. It's a question of if a person values their race and their heritage, it's something they wouldn't do. It's got nothing to do with purity. It's just got to do with, if I go and
I think purity
I'm Catholic.
applied. I mean that of the things that he stands for or believes in, one of them, racial purity is not a concern for him. But
not
most
purity.
of the other points.
Why do you say purity?
But not being a race traitor, maintaining your white.
What percentage white is Usha Vance?
I think you're understanding my point.